So, we're immortal souls, trapped and endlessly reincarnated by a forgotten empire? The concept is mind-blowing.
Yeah, knowing that Earth is actually some kind of cosmic prison, I can't stop thinking about it. Errol's revelations changed everything.
Then it's clear. We've moved past disbelief. The real question is, what do we do next?
We listened to Chapter 2 of the alien interview transcripts.
Okay, let's do it.
Official transcript of interview. Top secret U.S. Army, Air Force. Roswell Army Airfield 9th Bomb Group. Alien interview. July 28, 1947. Errol speaks on the origins of life in the universe.
The origins of the universe and life on Earth, as recorded in your books, are extremely inaccurate. Since you serve as a medical professional, your understanding of biological entities is crucial. Thus, I will share information that will expose the errors in your scientific knowledge, provide a more accurate framework for understanding biological entities. The texts you have been given on biology, medicine, and life sciences are filled with false memories, inaccurate observations, missing data, superstition. For example, just a few centuries ago, Earth's physicians practiced bloodletting, believing it would release ill humors from the body. While some errors have been corrected, many barbaric medical practices still persist, all because of fundamental misunderstandings about life. The greatest error made by Earth's scientists is their ignorance of the Is-Be, the true source of intelligence and energy that animates all life forms. Life does not evolve accidentally. It is designed, engineered, and modified using highly advanced technology. Simple examples of controlled evolution can be seen in selective breeding of farm animals, genetic modification of plants and crops, the domestication and variation of dog breeds. If such complex modifications require human intervention, how could an entire species emerge and evolve without intelligent design? The idea that human beings evolved naturally from primitive ape-like creatures is incorrect. There will never be physical evidence to prove that modern humanoid bodies evolved spontaneously on Earth, because they did not. The belief that humans arose from the primordial ooze of Earth's past is nothing more than a hypnotic lie, a fabricated illusion created as part of the amnesia operation. In reality, humanoid bodies have existed in various forms throughout the universe for trillions of years. The human form did not originate on Earth. It was introduced here.
I asked Errol if she was referring to the concept of evolution. She responded,
Not exactly. Evolution is mentioned in the ancient Vedic hymns, but these texts, like many on Earth, are a mixture of truth, half-truths, and falsehoods. The theory of evolution, as taught on Earth, is deeply flawed. It assumes that life forms arise spontaneously from inanimate matter. It suggests that a random electrical discharge into a pool of chemicals could somehow animate lifeless material. There is no evidence that this is true, because it is not true. Dr. Frankenstein never created life from the dead, except in the imagination of an Is-Be, who wrote a fictional story on a dark and stormy night. Western scientists never ask the fundamental questions: who, what, where, when? How does life become animated? The denial of the Is-Be as the true source of energy and intelligence is the single greatest failure of Earth's medicine and science. Humanoid bodies have existed for trillions of years, throughout countless galaxies. The idea that human bodies evolved naturally on Earth is a fabrication, part of the amnesia programming designed to erase your past. Until Is-Bees remember who they truly are, they will remain trapped in an illusion, mistaking fiction for truth, and so the prison remains intact. As a pilot, engineer, and officer of the domain, I approach history pragmatically. Unlike Earth historians, I do not rely on dogma, religious belief, or rhetoric, only first-hand experience and factual data. Long before the old empire came into power, and before Is-Bees were imprisoned on Earth, the genetic engineering of life was an advanced intergalactic industry. Billions of years ago, I was a member of a vast biological engineering corporation known as the Arcadia Regeneration Company. Our mission: to design, manufacture, and supply life forms to uninhabited planets, to populate entire ecosystems based on planetary conditions. At the time, there were millions of uninhabited planets throughout the galactic region. Other biological laboratory companies also existed, each specializing in different forms of life.